He's been arrested for wrestling an alligator in his own backyard pool. He's been bitten by a rattlesnake, a stripper, and a guy named Dale, and only sued Dale. He drives a lifted pickup truck with no air conditioning, and you bet your ass it's got truck nuts. He's been kicked out of a Publix 4 times for bringing his emotional support python. He wears flip-flops to weddings, funerals, and court hearings. He uses bath salts as seasoning and wonders why dinner guests seem energetic. He's used a firework to open a beer can twice, and that's why he's not allowed back at the Daytona Speedway. He thinks the state bird is his favorite Waffle House waitress. He once rode a hurricane out on a jet ski. And when he drives slow through a school zone, it's not to slow down. It's because he's looking for a cheap vape plug. He is the most Florida man in the world.
I don't always wear sunscreen, but when I do, it's beer. Stay bizarre, my friends.
His family didn't come over on the Mayflower. The Mayflower came over for his family's permission. Nova calls him rural. Rural Virginia calls him a yuppie. He lives in Fredericksburg and pisses off both. He drives 84 in a 70 and considers it playing it safe. His personal property tax bill is higher than most people's rent. He complains about it at every dinner party he attends. When he orders at Wawa, the touchscreen freezes out of respect.
Sorry, how do you pronounce Norfolk? Norfolk.
He doesn't argue whether Virginia is the South. The Mason-Dixon line just moved. Again.
Where are you from? Depends. Are you asking for directions or judging me?
UVA and Virginia Tech fans both want his approval. He went to JMU. Traffic on I-66 doesn't part for him. He just leaves for work at 4:47 a.m. like a normal person. He's been to Monticello 14 times. He still can't explain why Jefferson kept going back to France.
So you live in the DMV?
I live in Virginia. The DMV is where Hope goes to get a number and die.
West Virginia tried to claim him once. His lawyer handled it before sunrise. He solved the Wawa versus Sheetz debate by having a credit card for each and refusing to elaborate. ABC stores sent him holiday cards. He frames them next to his speeding ticket from 2019. He calls Richmond up and coming, while complaining it was better before everyone moved there. He moved there 8 months ago. Blue Ridge Parkway sunsets wait for him to pull over. Then he takes 17 photos and posts none of them. He uses y'all and whom in the same sentence, grammatically, without flinching. He is the most Virginia man in the world.
I don't always tell people I'm from Virginia, but when I do, I make sure they know the difference between a state and a commonwealth. Stay constitutionally confusing, my friends.
He can identify the brand of chewing tobacco just by scent. He once hunted a deer with a slingshot and a Slim Jim. He's been engaged twice to the same cousin. His idea of a honeymoon? A cooler full of natty light and a kayak with no paddle. His favorite YouTube video is Tavon Austin's senior highlights to hell and back, but that is common for men from any state. He fixes transmissions with duct tape, dip spit, and prayer. He once wrestled a black bear because it stole his cooler. He has a Dollar General rewards card tattooed on his chest. He once deep-fried a squirrel in the parking lot of a state fair, then sold it back to the vendor. He plays banjo with such emotion, even the raccoons gather to cry. He once got married in a Bass Pro Shops. He once caught a catfish with a shoelace and a pork rind. He believes possums are government spies. He doesn't trust banks, so he keeps his savings in a Folgers can buried under a bass boat. He tears up every time Take Me Home, Country Roads plays in a gas station. He once ran onto the West Virginia field to propose with a ring made from a Copenhagen lid. He is the most West Virginia man in the world.
I don't always fry a squirrel, but when I do, it's still twitching it. Stay crispy, my friends.
The Bass Pro Shop Pyramid in Memphis was originally designed as his summer tent. He lost a bet and now uses Nashville hot chicken spice rub as contact lens solution. He secretly loves it. He successfully merged across 4 lanes of traffic on I-24 without using a blinker, a gun, or a prayer. He can ferment a batch of moonshine in his own stomach just by looking at a bag of corn and thinking about Tina Turner. He watches SEC football with the confidence of a man who has never once been asked to coach. He thinks Pigeon Forge is the capital of the United Nations. He once convinced a black bear to unzip its own fur coat because the humidity was just a bit much today. Mosquitoes in the Delta pay him protection money.
Sir, why are you throwing a bottle of French's mustard at that police car?
It ain't a crime, son. It's a volunteer's tradition.
He believes the Great Smoky Mountains is just a description of his brisket smoker. He once walked into the Opryland Hotel atrium and navigated his way out in under 3 days, a feat previously thought impossible. Dolly Parton has a poster of him on her bedroom wall. He owns a pair of cowboy boots made from the skin of a tourist who said country music all sounds the same. He is the only man that wears Tennessee orange in public without looking like a traffic cone having a panic attack. He has Rocky Top tattooed on his soul.
Sir, you can't bring a live possum into a court of law. He ain't a pet, he's a witness. He saw the whole thing from the trash can.
He once jump-started a pickup using 2 jumper cables and an aggressive rendition of Friends in Low Places. He thinks the Grand Ole Opry is just his living room on a Tuesday. When he whispers, "Y'all," the humidity drops 10% and a golden retriever's born. He is the most Tennessee man in the world.
I don't always drink whiskey, but when I do, I make sure it was distilled in a bathtub that hasn't been cleaned since 1920. Stay smoky, my friends.
He's been late to church because of a deer, twice. He keeps a Bojangles biscuit in his glove box for emergencies. He calls flip-flops church shoes if he's within 10 miles of the beach. He once mowed his lawn during a hurricane, said the breeze helped.
Is that vinegar on your barbecue?
Wash your mouth out with cheer wine.
He owns more camo than formal wear, and half of it's for fishing. His idea of fine dining is eating hush puppies out of a styrofoam tray while judging college basketball recruits. He still talks about the one time it snowed 2 inches like it was Armageddon. He drives a lifted F-150 that only turns left because NASCAR isn't a sport to him, it's a religion. He once built a porch out of spare lumber, 2 coolers, and the power of storytelling. His truck has more OBX stickers than it has clear glass. He once argued with a stranger for 45 minutes about vinegar versus mustard sauce and took home a trophy. He says, "Bless your heart," with the same tone most people reserve for threats.
So which BBQ's better, Eastern or Western?
That's like asking a preacher which Bible verse he prefers. One saves you, the other gets you sauce.
He's got an entire wardrobe of UNC and Duke shirts, depending on who's winning that week. He treats half day of work as a proud Southern tradition. He once skipped a wedding because the Panthers made the playoffs. His Christmas lights go up before Halloween and come down in March to save time. When he grills, you smell it in 3 counties. He is the most North Carolina man in the world.
I don't always watch NASCAR, but when I do, I stand for the national anthem and the pit stop. Stay loyal, my friends.
He once ended a land dispute by quoting Sherman's March from the Confederate side, and the judge allowed it. His boiled peanut recipe has been subpoenaed twice by the state legislature, both times during sessions that had nothing to do with agriculture. He doesn't check the weather. He walks outside, looks at the palmetto bugs, and knows. When he drives through Myrtle Beach, the tourist traps close out of respect. His sweet tea has a higher proof than most bourbon, and he serves it to children at church. He single-handedly ended the mustard versus vinegar-based barbecue debate in his county by bringing a third sauce nobody's been allowed to talk about since.
You want some more gravy, baby?
Ma'am, I was born wanting more gravy.
He's never been to a Clemson tailgate, but Clemson tailgates have come to him. When MUSC called about his cholesterol, he asked them which number, the she crab soup cholesterol or the frogmore stew cholesterol, because those are two different departments in his body. Shag dancing is not something he does. It's something that happens around him when he stands still long enough. The humidity doesn't bother him. He was born at 98%, and he's been acclimating the air to himself ever since. He has a Piggly Wiggly rewards card with a credit score attached to it. Hurricane evacuation routes were designed around his decision to stay. He once took a wrong turn on 17 and accidentally founded a new low-country plantation wedding venue. His church clothes and his fishing clothes are the same clothes. Nobody has ever questioned this. Fort Sumter didn't fire the first shot. He simply nodded, and history understood the assignment. He doesn't tailgate on Williams-Brice's parking lot. He owns an emotional square footage there that Columbia has tried to tax 3 times.
What's the secret to living right?
Never trust a man who puts tomato in his hash.
When he crosses the Ravenel Bridge, both sides of Charleston claim he's coming home. He is the most South Carolina man in the world.
I don't always drink sweet tea, but when I do, I make sure it was brewed in a pot older than the state constitution. Stay humid, my friends.
He drinks Jackson tap water straight from the hose, and the lead is afraid to poison him. His family tree doesn't branch. It's more of a wreath. Kudzu grows 3 feet a day, but it stops growing entirely when he walks by out of sheer terror.
You related to the Johnsons in Itabena? Yeah. Which ones? The ones with teeth or the ones with land?
He once wore a fleece vest in mid-August just to disrespect the sun. He has eaten gas station sushi in the Delta and lived to tell the tale. He is the single reason the state isn't ranked 51st in education. The doctors told him sweet tea was killing him. He's outlived 3 of those doctors.
You play for state or Ole Miss? Boy, I played for neither. I was too busy raising y'all's daddies.
He can drive down Highway 49 with a full cup of coffee on the dashboard and not spill a drop. His ex-wife's new husband still invites him to Thanksgiving because it's just easier that way. Thank God for Alabama? No. Alabama thanks God for him. He doesn't believe in therapy. He believes in sitting in a deer stand for 9 hours in complete silence. He once worked at the Nissan plant in Canton for 6 years and still doesn't know what they were building. Oxford calls itself cultured, but he's seen a man get tased at the Grove over a folding chair. He gives directions based on where the old oak tree used to be. His truck's check engine light has been on since Clinton was president, the first one. He's been married 4 times, all to women named Tammy, because he says it's just easier to remember. Casino buffets in Tunica have his photo behind the counter, not because he's banned, but because he's a legend. The only salad he's ever eaten was at a funeral, and even then, it was mostly Jell-O. When he dies, they're not burying him. They're putting him in a bass boat and pushing him into the Ross Barnett Reservoir. He knows exactly which cousin isn't actually a cousin, but we don't talk about that. He is the most Mississippi man in the world.
I don't always eat vegetables, but when I do, they're fried, covered in ranch, and purchased at a Chevron. Stay humid, my friends.
He can pronounce Louisville in 1 syllable, and he knows the 7 wrong ways to say Versailles. The bluegrass turns green when he leaves the state, just out of sadness. Every horse in the Kentucky Derby gets their name from him.
He's not nervous about the race. He's nervous about disappointing me.
He once navigated the entirety of Mammoth Cave without a flashlight, guided only by the smell of fried chicken. His blood type is Pappy Van Winkle 23-year. He has never chosen a side in the UK versus Louisville rivalry because he is the referee for both teams in his spare time. He considers the hot brown to be a light, sensible snack before dinner. Even the traffic on the Brent Spence Bridge parts when it sees his turn signal. He is the only man who can eat a drumstick in an all-white suit without getting a single grease stain. He taught Daniel Boone how to wear a coonskin cap without ruining his hair. The humidity in July drops 10% just so he doesn't have to loosen his tie. He once fixed a Corvette engine using only a tobacco stick and a stern look. He knows the 12th secret spice, but he keeps it to himself for the sake of global stability. He knows why the grass is blue, but he promised the soil he wouldn't tell the secrets of the photosynthesis. He drinks his mint juleps without the mint, the sugar, or the ice.
I don't need to rock. The wind does it for me.
He is the only man who can legally purchase fireworks in July without signing a waiver. Coal turns into diamonds just to try and impress him. He is the most Kentucky man in the world.
I don't always drink bourbon. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Stay spirited, y'all.
His family reunion would be considered illegal in most states, and a honeymoon in 3. His children's names are Crimson, Tide, Nick, and Saban. None of them know how to spell crimson. His home is mobile, but his car isn't.
What's wrong with your car?
Ain't got no brakes. Ain't got no engine neither. Roll Tide.
His battle cry, mating call, and favorite color are all Roll Tide. Whenever it rains too much, his mobile home turns into a houseboat. He calls it lakefront living. His family tree is just a telephone pole. Straight up, no branches.
Why don't you try online dating?
Why? My sister's down the hall. Roll Tide.
His ma, granny, sister, and auntie are all the same 2 women. Family reunions double as wedding vow renewals and triple as baby showers. He doesn't watch the NFL because it's too soft compared to the SEC. He has a full back tattoo of Bear Bryant and believes his birthday should be a federal holiday. His favorite NASCAR race, whichever one ends in a DUI and still finishes top 10.
Sir, you been drinking tonight?
Only since Talladega. Roll Tide.
He once turned the Talladega infield into a Skinnerd concert by yelling "Free Bird" into a megaphone and lighting a bush can on fire. His liver has its own tailgate spot in Tuscaloosa, and it gets more action than he does. He genuinely thinks Dixieland Delight is the national anthem of the United States. His dog's name is Miller, his truck's name is Bud, and his pickup line is,
"We might be cousins, but not by blood."
He is the most Alabama man in the world.
I don't always date in the family. Sometimes it's my cousin. Roll Tide, my friends.
He checks the weather on the Waffle House Index, then orders scattered, smothered, and safe. He's tried to bribe a peach farmer for an early harvest, got laughed at. He still shows up every August. He took his driver's test on I-285. The examiner got out and changed careers. He treats leads in Monopoly like they're cursed.
Don't celebrate yet, son. We're only up 28 properties to 3.
He gives directions with one word, Peachtree, and somehow you still arrive on time. Uga licked his hand once. He framed the drool like a diploma. He pronounces Atlanta correctly by swallowing 2 T's and a traffic cone. He orders lemon pepper wet like he's flashing a library card. Polite, but you know it's serious. He orders sweet tea so strong it gets a warning label from the CDC.
Boiled or roasted? If it crunches, it's from out of town.
He eats peaches the Georgia way, loudly. He bites a Vidalia raw, blinks once, and calls it dessert. His boiled peanuts ride shotgun, buckled in like toddlers. At the varsity, they don't ask him, "What'll you have?" They just hand him the mic. He treats the words, "Bless your heart," like a Swiss Army knife, compassion, sarcasm, and a final warning. He's got a backyard hedged between the hedges replica, holds film studies there.
My pleasure. Good. Then refill every sauce packet until one cries.
He believes Waffle House at 2 a.m. is Georgia's existential test for humanity. He checks pollen counts from CDC like storm alerts, then grills anyway. He is the most Georgia man in the world.
I don't always drink, but when I do, it's sweet tea from a mason jar with a Vidalia slice. Stay peachy, my friends.